Hello, everybody. Welcome to a critically average adventure. Welcome to this adventure that we like to call the Fragments. It's a D&D 5e campaign that I am playing with my friends, and these are my friends. Hello, everybody. It's been another little while, but we're back and we're doing more stuff.
Oh yeah.
And we have been traveling through a range of portals on the uh, hot pursuit of an Enshipari elf, one preteen Denarian Enshipar, whom escaped from Enthaven via the use of some magic portals,
Mhm.
which you followed on through and ended up in a psychedelic spiraling tea party that descended to a cloud that um, whose main access route seemed to be a giant with a rather pleasant scarf. So after killing a few people, and well, not necessarily killing, but by
Resetting in the queue.
resetting the queue by leaping round the spiral and letting fall to their everlasting tumbling torment by distracting the giant, those who were standing on his scarf.
Oh
Um,
my God.
you ended up in the strange sort of splinter realm um, of Elise, um, wherein you crossed the scarf and discovered a sort of strange little crossroads, and upon which on the crossroads you met a peddler of faith, um,
Oh
who
God, yeah.
who managed to inspire and instill within Owen seeds of a saintly legend who fought a three-eyed, betentacled beast in the depths of the sea. Um, Killian Non popped up some detect magic and witnessed that there was a crystalline or kind of
Was it detect magic?
yeah, you did. You had like a sort of rocky, faceted, crystalline structured
Mm-hmm.
building, which was you found out was the location of Amanda's assisted on dying. And also you noticed that there was a hat, that beneath the hat there was a building, and within the window of the building there was a hat. There was a man.
It was certainly a thing that just happened.
And then you decided to open in the most in the way that we like to call cobbling the door to Amanda's assisted undying,
Yep.
as they were out to lunch.
We sure we just let ourselves in and make ourselves comfortable.
Hmm. Upon entering, you found a sort of little waiting room. I do have a picture, but I haven't scanned it in yet, so I can send it in our. You know what? We haven't got a fragments group chat, have we?
Nope.
On what?
On WhatsApp.
No.
Let's do that.
We've got you mean Matt are in a chat, but that's for organising when we meet up.
You set up a fragments one, I'm sure.
Did I?
We might have done actually.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you did actually. Yeah,
Oh,
because
it's
that's
called
where.
fragment. It's called fragment
Yeah.
for some reason. Just the one part.
Just quick, what have you named John on your phone?
I think it's just John D&D.
Oh, I didn't see that. I
Oh,
saw it
I
as
should change that.
John Dad. I was like, what?
John D&D father.
I was like, what?
I can send you a picture, a quick picture of the room.
I was like, why is he named John Dad in your phone?
Because he is my father.
That would be very messed up.
Yeah, boy.
Can you
But
tell your
funny,
dog to stop begging for strawberries, please?
No, I've no control over them.
Like he drooled on the edge of the table because he wanted the strawberry that bad.
No.
You know what? That sort of structure of a building would make it very hard to put in furniture.
Yes, as I've discovered when trying to draw furniture within this space, um, everything was quite uncomfortable to sit within it. Um,
I imagine also that all the walls are angled as well. So it's like,
yes, yeah, yeah. I mean, every now and then you'll sit upon the couch and you have to,
yeah.
yeah, like this. Um, inside the building is as you might imagine being inside of an inverted pineapple, because that's things people
Disgusting.
normally imagine in my book. Um, and if you haven't, why not? And you have, yeah, I think you were just chilling out. You were just
Yeah,
kind of,
literally.
For lounging.
We didn't after the traveling faith salesman, which I need to grab the name of my newfound religion. Um, I don't think I wrote it down. And so we decided it would be safer for us and our mental state to not be out there waiting, but in here waiting.
Mhm.
mm, yeah. And what you see is you can see like as you sit on the couches, they have tried to within this space equip it with a few objects. Behind the couch there is a little pot plant, um, waxed leaves,
Uh,
waxy leaves.
One, ain't touching it. Two, wonder if it's sentient, because round here, who knows?
Can you lick it? You can lick it. Make me
I wouldn't do that if I were.
too late.
Look at hell yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, don't talk to them. Don't talk to those humans. They're not worth it.
Disgusting human.
What is this earth?
We should not be allowed to watch cartoons.
Not just before a D&D game, anyway.
Oh no, this was like 3 nights ago and we just keep
Alright.
quoting it. And it's like, can we just stop? Cause the
Oh my God, that
on
was
stage,
amazing.
yeah?
Yeah, that was amazing. That sneeze was just perfect.
Oh.
Well, I was cocked.
So, oh.
There's a lot of dice for there's a lot of
You
dice for a lick roll.
well, it was cocked. So you you lick it and you kind of like now, Killian, has Killian ever indulged in any sort of intoxicants apart from food, like we're going
Pink
into a
crystals.
coma. Sorry?
Pink
Pink crystal.
crystals.
Yeah, pink crystal, but I mean like as in like any sort of like pipeweed, like a halfling's pipeweed or anything
Oh,
like that.
probably, yeah.
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 You get a kind of tang of that, but you don't you kind of go, "Ooh," but you don't no effect comes across you at this point. You were asking about your little goblin prophet. It was Irin R, a goblin prophet who defeated a monster. So Irinar.
Irina.
Um, and part of the other information you had discovered is that he was uh, uh, Cretin was actually Helron's lover.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, and he
Yeah.
was technically couldn't live without him. So this is a whole weirdly kind of like not like as we thought it's like, oh, he stole the corpse. We were on the right track, so we can't question the dead. Ah, ha ha. So this is important. No, it's actually just he can't live without his lover. So he's brought him to one place that he can. Weirdly, one place that couldn't get him resurrected. I assume resurrection was available in the Elven world, but
Yes, but because of the state of the person's death, the rumors and Excuse
Yes,
me.
it was a. We're going to elope together.
Yes, it's eloping with a corpse. So here's eloped. Eloped, al moped, has uh, has used turned his lover into a moped and escaped. Um, into. He said he was like, "What are you doing?" Um,
El Moped.
Yeah, and that's what, and yeah, in this room, yeah, there is also a small barrel on a plinth, and there are several. There is a little table beside it with several small cups as well.
Hmm.
You can see like a bar or a sort of counter, maybe is the best way to describe it. It's quite high rather than a bar that you someone might stand behind, and then. You have two doors in this room also. Um, you have one door that is sort of close to the couches, just to the left of you where you sit, and one that is sort of behind the door, behind kind of to the side of the the counter. And
You
you,
pointed at the pad like they could all see where you were
I'm,
I can
I'm,
see.
they can see I've sent them a photo.
No, but you pointed on where on the pad, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
like they can all see where you're pointing.
That was mainly to jog my brain and stop me getting into a kind of do 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 do. And then they you can see a list of a kind of pinboard with a couple of plaques on it as well behind the counter, and you kind of just relax into this space as you sit and wait, and we're going to have to pause because we have a child visitor.
Out of here.
Yeah, child has disturbed us, and we are back. Yeah, the room is very comfortable, and it has a sort of I don't know, like the feeling of the way when it's summer and you have to go to the doctors, and there are a lot of people all trying not to cough on one another in an
Oh, yeah.
overheated room that you then have thought, I'm going to have a shower, make sure I'm not smelly while I go and see the doctor. But then you end up getting smelly just being in the waiting room waiting for the doctor and go in and go, I'm sorry, I stink. I'm drenched with sweat. But it's that feeling. It's kind of close, muggy, um, yeah, like oppressive in this space. It's not.
Hmm.
You can't see that.
No, as you sit there and oh, your mouth becomes quite dry, and your throat starts feeling like no, I
Pull out a water. Yep,
The flask.
hip flask, basically.
yeah,
Take a swig of
yeah.
water.
You take a swig of water and
Slooshes
uh,
around.
yeah,
Off it round.
ah, thank you, Erwin. He takes a swig. Killian, Killian. He looks over the back of the sofa as Killian's over the other back. Killian, we've had this discussion. What? Why?
You catch me as I'm about to lick it, and then I'm like,
Just quickly get the quick again. Yeah,
Mellow. Mellow.
Melem. And you get that yeah, you get that kind of that feeling like I
mm.
said, like that kind of almost tang of narcotic within it as you,
God, Killian Norn. Who knew? Such a drug hound.
No, I just like licking things.
Literally eating their way across the multiverse.
Hmm.
mm.
And right now, I'm eating my way through a kilo of strawberries.
And nobody was surprised.
Is there anything you want to just sort of do in this space right now, or you've got the space to yourselves, or are you just
So, like,
The only reason why I'm not.
weekend,
Oh, sorry. Carry on, Jax, please.
um, so, like, firstly, you're hooking up with Hellron, but aren't you like related?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm looking at Jack's that one. It's like,
You're like both ends your pa, like same family.
You can marry into the families. The Mars are not necessarily a genetic lineage.
Excuse you, Toby Dog.
But you're not sleeping with your brother. That's okay. Um,
Not as far as I'm aware. There's a momentary worry over his face.
Is that like
it's a big family. It could
Okay.
happen. Not outside the realms of possibility.
so like, how much do you know about what Elrond was going off to do when he went off to the crystal?
he, his work was beyond my understanding, really. He was lost in the arcane arts, and I'd often find him asleep at his desk, head on books, and, a candle burnt down to nearly nothing. I would have to snuff it out and lay a blanket upon him, and or bring him to bed and coax him to bed when he would stay up late nights, and he said he had a way. He would talk that a big change was to come to us, the elves of Gargamel, that no longer would we have to just send out but the few scant parties, the few young ones into the world, that we would have more strength, more will, more power to be able to push out from here, to re-inhabit other places. I mean, there are our kind all over the light side of Earl. We wander here, we wander there, but everyone returns to this place. And few are those that take up residence outside. They almost come back, and we are a race that breeds slowly and dies slowly.
he did?
But like, you're like whole foresty
Oh,
people.
what was that, Killian?
I
What
thought
was
he
it?
Oh, when he didn't know, did he? Because he said he died slowly, and I thought, well, he didn't know, did he? And I was like,
He took a good 5 or 6 rounds.
Yeah, that guy clung to life like a. That
Very funny.
guy really clung to life. That guy wasn't going down easy.
but it was still over and done with in less than like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that's because it's like fight sequence.
Yeah, it was over and done with in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think we battled for probably an hour
Yeah.
and a half, maybe in
Yeah,
that.
Oh, it was
Longer than
literally the
that,
whole
I
session.
reckon.
I think we like 2 sessions, wasn't it?
I think
We paused mid-session.
you got there, and then we had to stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
But like, your elves are now like all over the place because of the bubbles of evil that we got rid of.
The bubbles were an artifact. He said. A
Like swamp gas.
they. I mean, you may know more than I. What when? What's the rumor is that he was in in league with.
Pudding people, yeah.
Well, it's just. I think now we know more from the entity that inhabits the mind that inhabits the crystal promises a lot. It It promises everything you really desire. It and it really hones in on and its cult that worships it and does its bidding really focus on finding people with power and drive, real like go-getters. Either kind of nodding to Killian, nodding to Charles, people of responsibility in the faiths or political power. A prince who wants to usurp his king, his brother, or his father, you know, things like that. Uh, Perhaps a man driven to try and find a way out of a malaise that he perceives his race to be in. Could be tempted, beguiled by uh, a way to solve a solution, to a solution.
Oh, so you found him beneath Gargamel, beneath the
Yes,
forests.
He and a
yes.
load of his cronies came down and beat up the mushroom people, the big mushroom, and the silver dragon guarding it, and killed them, or killed some of them. And then was doing weird stuff to the crystal, and then tried to
We
kill us.
we did resurrect the silver dragon to corroborate. Who can corroborate our tale with your counsel?
Hmm. I believe that's where most of the evidence and um, towards them not choosing to bring him back came from. They had that conversation. They spoke with those close and those who had seen strange behavior and even interviewed me. But,
That was quick work.
they
They
are
don't mess about these elves, do they?
they are efficient and they wish to know the truth of a matter. If they find something within their ranks that are misaligned. But they fought the mushroom folk?
Yeah,
They are allies of the of Marmiala.
Hmm. Yes.
they killed some of the elves down there as well.
A lot of Marmiaman elves.
There was,
And it was organized. Soldiers, as elven soldiers, as well as magic users were employed. This was not rash. This was conceived, planned. I mean, you don't take on a silver dragon without having a plan, especially
And
in its lair.
he released and you have mentioned what so he was trying to get control of a crystal.
Yes.
like,
That's the
bigger than,
question.
well,
We don't know what he was trying to do with the crystal. Only that, only that he wills and unwilling to stop. And his path of destruction had literally ploughed through one of the champions of law and good to get there.
um, it was also the largest crystal that we've come across, potentially other than the Shardful itself.
Mm-hmm.
Your home, the great tree, was binding it in its roots, along with the great mushroom intelligence.
Oh no,
Thing.
the tree's all infected with the stuff.
Yeah, well, yes. The tree has been absorbing it,
Wonder
probably, probably for some time.
it, I wonder if it makes it a pudding tree.
Oh my gosh, can we
Looking
see?
at Jackson,
But it's definitely like
Become
if
a
you
tree
cut it,
hugger.
give it a tree hug. See,
actually
see if,
hurt.
see if it's bony.
That actually caused me pain.
Um,
I'm not.
but yeah, your your
No,
your tree's all infected with
sorry.
the crystal entity and bleeds it in its sap.
Well, it's a tree, so probably less of a problem.
You say that we have
It's
battled
a
trees in the
very big old tree. And if
But
that starts,
still a tree.
unless it starts trying to strangle people, because it's a big ass tree.
Mm.
Yeah, but we've battled trees in the past.
Yeah,
This
but
is
not that size.
we get like kaiju moments, like Godzilla.
It was a big, it was a big tree. It was nowhere near like a city-sized tree.
What we wanted to do is speak to the spirit of your beloved and get to ask these questions of the man. What we couldn't do then,
Do
we could
you
do now.
know anyone they've been hanging out with?
Mm.
Not that they
Oh,
spoke of to
Toby, you
me.
keep-
How about people that creep in through the chapel that you stole him from? Because there's like a secret door down into the like underneath.
There's a what?
There's a secret door in there that goes down to a dock full of traps under the ground.
I'm. This is what within the chapel.
In the
Yes,
churchy
apparently
thing, wherever.
Aneth was the architect.
More and more intrigue. I I feel like I didn't even know. I thought I knew all. I thought I'd mapped every inch, every square
You
meter.
might want to be careful going down there, or you might want to get one of the like bouncy mushrooms because that gets you zipped down quick and not get shot in the ankle with the little bolty things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
But it just goes down and down and down, and then there's a dock in the like a big underwater sea lakey thing.
mm-hmm.
Which probably heads out to the coast and the.
I think we worked out it went the
Downwash.
other way.
I think
Really?
I thought we'd worked out it wasn't going in that direction.
Well, I didn't haven't seen it, but water does flow hither and non, but tends to head
It
towards lowest elevation.
it looked more like a lake than anything.
Well, that's possible.
um,
An aquifer,
aquifer. I did not know this word.
a place where water seeps in because I lived I lived in a place with water, lots of frozen water. Getting
Oh,
fresh water bubbling up uses aquifers.
aquifer. I like that word.
Peter, please tell him.
Just put him on the bed.
I've tried, and he keeps wandering back over.
Um,
He
uh,
loves you.
he wants dip.
He loves food too.
Dip and
Yeah.
It's a
strudel.
win-win over here.
Yeah.
Um, well, he should be here, and if she brings him
As
back,
in, like here.
Probably in the back room there.
Should you
yeah,
ever look for him?
I want this person to be on our side, and obviously, pretend absolutely definitely doesn't want to be on the wrong side. So I'm willing to wait.
Well, I would rather Charlie does his spell and we have a chat with him first, rather than you bring him back to life and we have to kill him again.
Callie, how quickly is that spell of yours? I keep forgetting.
I
Is
think
it minutes, seconds?
I can't remember if he's got it. Has he got it ritual?
I think he literally was memorizing it so we could do it this morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we went to the body and it had been stolen.
Yeah.
So he should have it learned.
If you're doing the spelly thing,
Yeah.
shall I go wait outside the door?
Well, you might come up with some questions.
Oh, hardly. It's Killian. Where's the best place to get croissants from round here? Is one of his questions. One of his go-to questions.
Killing this place doesn't have windows, so
That's what I'm saying. Shall I go to the door and then I can just like,
crack it open and
It's
keep an eye
shut.
out.
or go to the door, wait outside as if I'm waiting for the person to turn up. Toby, you have drooled on the floor and I'll just put my foot in it. That is gross. Sorry.
Carry on.
Um, yeah, and then kind of like knock on the door when they are approaching so that you guys know.
Wind things up.
Yeah.
Yes, well, that's perfectly doable. Charles, is it doable?
Get ready, I have the spell prepared.
Okay. I will go wait outside the door.
You step outside, and there is there are kind of fluffy ground, almost like cotton wool-esque, as I
Oh,
described, kind of
oh,
cloud-like structure that somehow
that's
you
better.
can stand on.
Hmm.
Um, and you glance over the way, and you see a giant hat with a building underneath, with a hat for sale in the window. There's also a magic hat
Hmm.
that you
There's
see.
a hatception going on over there.
Hmm.
Um, all of a sudden,
Wait, do I know? I just realised, do I know what the person that has the building that we are currently in looks like?
no.
No.
Oh shit. Killian's
Yes.
just going, I'll go outside for the person we're waiting for. Toby, you just drilled down my leg, you absolute minger.
So
Okay.
basically, you're waiting for somebody to actually like approach the door and probably giving you meaningful looks. Like,
Yeah,
who's that
like,
person?
hmm?
Yeah.
Oh, does this mean insight checks from Killian on?
I
Yeah,
feel
it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
it.
That
Toby, back up. You just keep drooling on me, and it's really good.
bed.
Oh, it's running on my knee.
Put him on his bed. Literally go and put him on
Bed.
his
Dog. Right, I will pick you up.
bed. You, Killian Norn, you step outside Amanda's assisted undying.
Hmm.
Um, you feel a little against your leg.
I will look down.
There is more ground.
Well, what?
More ground. A bump of ground.
And I poked the bump of ground
Yeah,
with my foot,
with your foot.
with my big toe, more specifically.
Yeah. It moves away the bit of ground and then kind of comes back.
I do it again.
It moves away and comes back and then kind of grabs against your leg like a
Lift it up.
yeah.
Killian's got a pet rock.
That cloud.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah. You pick
What
up.
is it?
Yeah, it's like four little legs stick out the bottom of this.
Is it like a cloud with legs?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Has it got a face?
No.
No
Not that you can
face.
determine. No. You can't. You turn it round. It's not symmetrical, but as you turn it round, there is no front or back.
So I'm holding it like this.
Oh, you're holding it by like a bit of it. I thought you were holding it almost like
No,
a
like by the scruff.
yeah.
That's how I imagine it. Can I literally?
Your finger comes back wet. You might be under Constitution save.
Of course.
Yay! Because this can't get any better.
19.
Oh, well, okay,
You
fellow.
put your finger in. Is that a natural 19 or it's a 19 an 18 on the dice? Lovely.
No, 15 on the dice.
15 on the
and then a
dice.
+4.
Oh, cool. You poke into the thing. You kind of pull it away, and immediately you kind of like, oh, you want to just like sort of rub your eyes, and you like got almost like sleep dust in your eyes, like yeah, whatever the dragonborn form of that is. Do you have tear ducts? Are you like a Klingon and don't cry? So whatever constitutes that keeps your eyes moist, wherever that
You
comes
get
from.
to a coffee and just lick your eyelids clean.
You have these, yeah. I think maybe like the frogs do that.
Or
Yeah,
like is it the crabs do when they go? They're really cool. Have you seen them?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know the. And then their eyes are like. I love them. They
Do
make me
your
smile.
eyes come out on sticks?
I really wish
Oh,
they
they
did. Toby dog, go away.
Um, you Yeah, you feel like a wave of sort of sleepiness just overcome you. Like a minute, if you shake it clear. Yep, it's not like sleep. Cool. Back to your leg. You throw it away. Comes back to your leg. It's like as much as you do this, it's going to keep returning to your leg. You just stuff it under your arm. Okay, cool.
Because Killian's like,
Okay, cool. Sure.
Because I don't want to make a sound in case they're like, shit, there's someone's there inside.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, you're trying to be not. You haven't arranged an official signal like "caca" or anything.
Well, actually, there was a knock on the door.
yeah,
Essentially.
knock
He was
on
going
the
to knock
door.
at
But I
yeah.
didn't want to make a sound in
okay.
case it was like
Misinterpreted. Okay, yeah, perfect.
because there is Charles inside, and Charles is like, not my Killian. So,
Yeah.
Never touch your hair on a scale. A hair.
Oh,
Well, like, just imagine like this: you've got one hair that comes out of a scale. Uh, uh,
you were the one that said cotton wool ground, and then I thought about standing on cotton wool in bare feet, and I was like,
Nope.
no,
Nope.
no, 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 and it really freaked me out. It's was don't because I will be sick. It's more like it's why I was like clouds.
yeah, they're like fluffy marshmallow clouds.
Yeah. Don't ever say cotton wool again, please.
Never again.
It's gonna be difficult.
Please.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Thank you.
You inside. What's the score?
Yay.
I was gonna try the door behind the like reception bar thing.
Yeah, it appears to be locked at the moment. Like when you go to, doesn't move.
Yeah,
In a
unsurprising.
serious manner?
Sorry,
In a serious manner?
in a manner that is going to. What do you want to do? Investigation?
I was gonna give it a bit of a tug.
A bit of a
The
tug.
investigation, one of those brutal investigations will require things being
Investigation.
removed.
Jackson style.
Investigation. Please make me a strength athletics check. Jackson.
Not quite a crime scene investigation, more of a Hulk smashing investigation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Object.
I rolled a 12, so 21.
Yeah,
Like you
this is
said,
a
not
little,
locked in any serious manner.
this door is a bit stiff. Yeah, it comes bursting open.
Is it like made of the same crystally stuff?
No, the dividing the dividing wall is not. It's almost, when in an office when they want to divide up the space and it's a big like office building and they
Yeah.
have those kind of fake little walls in between. Like it's
Partition.
completely like that kind of stuff. It's like a partition wall.
So I'll lean the door frame back.
Yeah, literally, like the frame comes away from the wall. And what you
Ah, Jackson. Jackson.
It's
Gentle.
It's very shoddily made.
No, you're very strong. There's a difference.
I love that. Very shoddily made.
the workmanship is terrible.
Shocking.
Um,
I barely touched it. Uh-huh.
I've rotated the map up, sorry, but like this is the next room that you kind of see. So as you enter, you can see a sort of more of the partition wall to your left, which contains who knows what, because I can't fog of war this, because I'm just sending you it. And
Sorry.
did you
That
like
tickled me.
did you like my acting there, John?
Yeah, that was brilliant. Yeah.
John's like,
you see a table filled with sort of tools, medical accoutrement. A
That's not creepy at all.
dividing screen, like yeah, like a changing screen almost thing. And then on the far wall, you see quite well built into the space, a wooden cabinet with four drawers across it.
Yeah, I'd say it's well built.
Yeah, it's actually the only thing that is it's flush to the
Fitted.
wall.
Mm.
Yeah, it's fitted to the wall. It's not like
It's only 90-degree thing in here, apart from the sofa.
Mm, mm. But even the sofa around the back of it, there was like awkward,
Yeah.
yeah, spots.
Well, as advertised, guess your friend will be either in here or elsewhere.
I will head towards the blindy thing and see what's
What's behind
behind
it?
it.
You peek behind. There is a bed, and laying upon there is the body of Mister Helron.
Elron El Shapa and Shapa?
Yeah.
Found him.
Well, are you sure you want to be here for this?
Me?
Talk to,
He's.
no, talk to pretend.
I'm.
Oh,
With this magic you're about to cast, will he be him?
It'll be his soul.
It is but a semblance of what he once was. What made you laugh there?
Just the way he said he is butter. And I was like, he's butter.
He is but a semblance of himself. No, he's a butter man.
It's he said it in Charles's voice. I was like, he's butter. I was like, delicious.
Um,
Gonna get to
His soul is made of butter.
well, I think you might want to listen in anyway, because depending on what he says, you might not want him back. We might not want him back, or like,
Then we get to kill him again.
yeah. And took quite a lot of killing.
I'm going to assume he's not going to have many spells memorized after coming back from the dead.
Mage hand.
He's lucky. He's lucky he's going to have read magic.
Tickle everyone's chins like.
I can't hurt you, but I'm going to annoy you real bad.
Like the North again. Woo, where Willis?
Oh, don't you weirdo.
What?
Oh.
Okay, butter.
More importantly, you said we got some questions. How many questions? Because I've got like some questions I want to ask him, and like other people might have other questions. So I wanted to know who out of the city planned the attack on the crystal thing, and what was the aim of the spell he was casting on the crystal thing.
I think you should rephrase that one to what was his plan for the crystal?
Which one? The second one?
The second one, yes.
Okay.
Because the spell could have been quite generic, but his plan for it may have been more advanced.
Okay.
And yes, and there is the body before you, and you had suggested that they might want to listen in because they might not understand. They might get a greater understanding of the situation going on.
Well, we have a handy screen for him to hide behind, so
Yes. Uh, I kind of want to. Really want to pitch this. Where does Jackson Owen stand as Charlie kind of goes to he stands behind the head of the bed kind of thing and begins to kind of utter the words of necromancy, and you can see like
I'm probably going to stand if that's a pillar. I'm looking at the little map that he's drawn. If that's a pillow or head of the bed,
yes, that says yeah.
then he and Charles is pretty much like probably scooted the screen
Yeah, the
away so he can
screen bit,
stand there.
you can stand
I'm going
behind.
to stand beside him.
Uh-huh. And Jax,
Um,
what about you? Where do you go?
I would
Like on top of him.
No, no, no. So I would be
I would.
Straddling your just for some reason, just like
no, no,
morning.
no. So
Woo!
off to the side. Basically, so are we parking pretend the other side of the curtain?
Good idea.
Um, I will be like on the opposite side to Erwin within like swinging decapitating distance.
So we're
Mm,
basically flanking him, go corner to corner sort of thing. So if he does pop up, we need to smite his ass. We can smite his ass.
yeah, yeah, sure.
I just imagine Jackson at the foot of the bed, so though. So when he wakes up and he sits up, Jackson's like the first thing he sees, and he just shits
No,
himself.
I'm not fussed about that. I'm more worried about what other questions we were going to ask.
Yeah.
So we got two at the moment.
Of lot five.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going to ask,
Who
Who's
who
it?
who planned the action against the crystal?
Yeah,
Well, I want to see what other people were involved in the
yeah,
city still. Um, what was the aim of his dealings with the crystal?
yeah. Jackson, the first question,
Yeah,
not to put words in your mouth, but who were your co-conspirators? Perhaps better wording? To get
you can ask him
names?
them. You do more word stuff than I do.
Yes, but you do better questions than I do.
Um,
Killian kind of cracks the door open, pokes his head in, and goes, "Where's the best bakery round here?" And then shuts the door again.
Okay.
Important question. Need to know
Mm-hmm.
the answer.
Of a corpse.
corpse that doesn't know where it is.
Yeah. Killian don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Killing
um,
them.
Killian has collected a cloud.
but
It's
yeah. Well, I think you collected like sort of, self-propelling cotton candy.
Yeah, Killian.
oh my
Anyway,
god. I haven't even licked it yet, have I?
No.
Fuck.
no, good God, no, please don't. Oh God. Oh well, fair enough. It was nice knowing you.
I'm licking that bad boy.
In a minute.
Yeah.
We're with these guys.
Yeah, oh no. I can't believe I didn't.
Didn't immediately go, "Hmm, hmm."
Well, it was when you poked your finger in, it came
I thought
out
you were going to go
moist.
like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, I genuinely
And it
thought.
came out moist. And is it like, did you actually poke your finger into a cloud, or did you just happen to find an orifice?
This is the thing. I was like,
It's all, it's orifices all the way around. Just anywhere you go.
and it's like, I was like, I'm either going to poke it in the eye, poke it up the nose, poke it in the mouth, or poke its bum.
Yeah, that's
And I was like,
where my brain went. My brain just immediately went. It's like,
oh, wrong arm. Sorry.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I'm going to.
does anybody have any other
Myself
questions for this dead body?
Purpose for the his intentions for the spell, intentions for the
The attack on the crystal.
mm, mm. What was his intentions for the crystal? Who were his co-conspirators?
Hmm.
Is he aware of the intelligence within the crystal? Mm.
Have we actually checked his neck for actual, like, crystal implanty things? I'm going to do that while we have a look, while we're discussing.
Little scars or
Mm.
nicks or things. It might not be in the same place because it's more the human world thing that does a lot of that. So they might have changed it up. So
Mhm.
poke and prod him.
Well,
See
to
what
be
he's got.
honest, he's a naked elf because I've got all his stuff.
Yeah, make an investigation check to see, or a medicine if you'd like.
I'm
Did you?
probably as equally bad at both.
May I assist?
But did
Yes,
Yeah.
you get the help action.
did he get pudding person check?
He did.
He did. I couldn't remember.
He was pudding checked.
What's
Cool.
the help action? I can't remember.
And as in, I get advantage or we both
Yeah,
roll?
you would get advantage, please check. So,
I think he's better off doing his own check.
Or do you want to do the medical stuff then? Okay, you have a look at your sheet and
I will do the investigation roll then if you want, because
you're
I'm
more
actually good at that, and you're helping, so I get the advantage.
yes.
What is the point in that
I
then?
have no idea. This doesn't seem to have a function.
I thought it was.
21
Oh,
You
nice.
look over the body,
average, actually, weirdly.
um, and you don't find any of the typical scarring that you've seen on folks that have been implanted,
And
injected.
obviously, squidgy check
Yeah,
for
and squidgy checking.
ossification.
So you
Yeah,
you you just get the kind of feeling of a couple of
corpse.
dead corpse, basically. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, there was nothing to find. Um, in this case.
I'm gonna go put myself on timeout in a minute.
Um,
Hmm.
may I suggest
Of course,
a question that we might pose?
of course.
What's the best bakery in the
Does is he aware of the stories that surround the crystal itself, the old rhymes? I'm not quite sure how we pose that as a question. Is it because does the corpse have to respond yes or no in this? Is it like positive,
Oh, no,
negative?
you got the spell.
I know I'm just looking, look at it.
Um, I mean, does he know about the secret tunnel into the going underground from the church? Might be in one.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
who meets there or who comes through it?
Well,
Hmm. Where does where do they meet? He had a pendant on the moor.
hmm.
Where and they all have churches, temples, shrines.
Well, that was him had the thingy in the moor.
Well, it was in a secret box in his room. It's not to say it was.
I found it in his washing as well.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
halflings,
Yeah. No,
little
this is
wizards.
definitely of his. Hmm.
Yeah, but isn't that pretense?
It was in Preeton's washing, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
It was in pretense.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Pretend.
Yes.
Pumble, 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 pumble. Recognize this.
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
It's a trinket that he had. Why? Where did you come across it?
Laundry.
Oh,
Your laundry.
oh,
I'm going to do an insight check on see what he's like.
yes, go for it.
But with the influence of how much is he hiding? Is this a oh, as in oh well, it's a thing I don't really want to talk about.
Yeah,
Or is this oh I have absolutely no idea.
yeah.
Okay, +0 because I'm really bad at this. I got 5. Count them whole
Can
5.
I help and give him advantage?
Yeah,
I would like to because, like, I don't trust this guy at the best of times.
Go for
yeah.
it.
You don't trust. That's the end of the sentence.
I do trust. As in John rolling with advantage, or am I rolling?
I think you're both looking, but I'll only allow 2 rolls in this. I won't let Charles roll.
So if I'm rolling, or is that
I don't mind who rolls. Whoever's got the
well?
best plus.
It's still 5.
It's still fine.
Yeah,
You
it
peer,
got worse, not better.
peer, and you peer again at this individual. You can't tell if they're
Mm.
hiding any information or if they are being coy. Their elven nature
Makes it hard to read. Yeah.
muddles you. Not
Yep.
befuddles, but just
Hmm.
it's hard to read.
Well, the question probably should be: I'll duck back behind the curtain, and we'll table that for another time.
Yeah.
Um, we should probably show this symbol to Yeah, actually, gonna show the symbol to him and ask him its significance.
And where they meet.
Yeah, because it's possible he's not actually a member.
Well, that's why I wanted to know who, like, sort of
Yeah,
sent him on the job.
co-conspirators makes sense. Yeah, when he's co-conspirators on
Well,
this.
that's why I was like, who planned the action rather than the co-conspirator thingy, because, like, he might not think he was in a conspiracy because he might have been like, well, the boss lady sent me.
Yeah, it's a terminal. It's a terminology. Good question. It's a more of a terminology like partners. Okay, we can use partners. No, this is a
Who was involved in the actions in the crystal or the planning of the assault on the crystal?
yeah. That could be a long list of names, and some of them might be flattened under rock. But okay, well, we'll get a big list or a relatively small list, or what we'll find.
And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 questions, folks. We're ready to
Hmm.
go. We have who planned the action, aim of the dealings with the crystal, aware of the intelligence behind it, is he aware of the tunnel, where do you meet the peeps?
With the symbol, yeah.
Yeah, with them all. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Who do you
Feeling you
meet with the
right?
symbol and where?
Oh, okay, cool.
Does that sound like our 5 questions?
Read them out again. I think we could actually probably pare this down and make it better.
Who
First two
planned
are fine.
who planned the actions against the crystal? You're not sure whether you're going to use the word conspirators or the word partners.
Partners now, probably better. It'll give us more. Well, no, it wasn't partners. It was
Just who was involved? Who was
yeah,
involved?
yeah. Who was involved? We'll
Yeah,
make it. It's a bit a bigger list, but yeah,
yeah.
because it could literally be every soldier, person, peon. He could. The list could go quite large.
The aims of the dealings with the crystal.
Yeah.
What was the intention behind the
What was
action?
the intention? What was their intention for the crystal?
Aware of the intelligence that lies behind the crystal.
Yep. And what is the significant? What's the significance of this symbol? Symbol.
And do
Where?
they know about the secret tunnel in the church that goes down and who's do they meet
That'll
down
be
there?
your 5, yeah. So you had tunnels.
Okay.
Where
Yep.
do you meet? But we're going to change where do you meet to the significance of the more symbol.
Yes.
Okay.
But he may know nothing about it. And if he
Okay.
does, then it's evidence one way or the other.
Sure. The room begins to have a deadly chill, and Charles's feathers take on a hollowness. His eyes look sunken and deeper as he brings
Yep.
his hands up over
This
the
is not fun.
character,
Turn
and
my collar up.
yeah, and the chill of the grave kind of creeps up from the floor and gathers round you, and there is the semblance of an inhale of breath from the body on the table, and its eyes flutter open, one completely red and bloodshot, right up to the pupil where the wounds that you dealt it have left the body ruined beneath,
Oh no, what shame. Oh.
and it rises slightly from the pillow. Chili bit, eat it. Eat the thing, you weirdo. Just eat it.
It's spicy.
It's not that spicy. I will let JC or Owen the cobbler more precisely lead, or Jack. I think
I'm gonna because Jackson's the one in front. I'll
yeah.
point to Jackson. He goes,
Um, okay. Who was involved in the planning of your attack on the crystal thing?
We will give you a list of names.
Oh shit. Yeah.
um, he says the High Matriarch of, just got to find the damn name, Belarites. Goel Rashuk.
I love elven names. He always sound like they just sneezed.
Goel Rashuk.
Gesundheit.
Laura's an elven name, isn't it?
And many of that, he'll give you like a list of other
Random soldiers and people he
soldiers,
was working for.
around them. But this is the key
The
name
little
that you pull out.
What were you hoping to do with the crystal?
To release it from its imprisonment.
What significance is, and I'm going to point Owen so he can hold up the sign, this symbol mean?
That is a symbol of the thoughts and the worship of the creature that is the crystal. Signifies a membership. Two left if you want to change your questions, guys.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the secret tunnel that leads down to a jetty in the temple?
It is where I would travel to meet with those from Belarites. They would make their way via an ancient underthrough. Beneath the strait.
I'll scoot round to Jackson, kind of climb up him a little bit so I can whisper in his ear.
Mm.
Well, not kind of. I actually climb up him so I can whisper in his ear.
Yep.
Perhaps we want to change a question. He said, to release the crystal. Now we need to know to what end.
Okay.
Suggestion.
It's all right because Matt's already lost the fifth question.
Yay!
What was the fifth question?
Aware of well, the one that you haven't asked is aware of the intelligence behind the crystal. He
But
kind
He's
of,
already answered that for
anyway.
us.
yeah, he answered that as part of it. Yeah.
What did you expect the crystal to do once freed?
It would grant the elves of Gargamel many powers to be able to spread the forest once more, reach it out over the lands, and
Poor
take
deluded fools.
back what once was ours, to regrow onto the half expanse and make it verdant once more. For us to thrive rather than be dying. And there's an exhalation.
I'm gonna look round the blindy thing and see what Pretend's doing.
He's crying slightly. His eyes are filled with tears, hearing his dead lover's voice. He has a small lace handkerchief he pulls out and dabs at his eyes. And he wanted the best for us, didn't he?
I said, I nod because that is how the crystal works. But the crystal only works for itself.
What does it? What is it? What is it? Its ends. You ask what were Hellrun's ends? What did he intend? What does this thing intend?
Hello.
It wants to be whole again so it can consume our world. It's a predator that eats worlds. But someone, and we don't know who, managed to hurt it. And it crashed into our world instead, causing what we now know as the fragmentation, the big why
Big
we
bang.
have this stuff littering around the world.
Um, do you know who the Belarities is?
The Belarities are dark cousins of the the elves here from Gargamel. They are the ones that were intending to spread the elven influence, and they they took ships long ago from Gargamel and sailed to Gnus, trying to establish a new colony there, but the lands were tough and harsh and the forests sparse. They found it hard to to build, and long ago sunk beneath the ground into the dark. And there they made pacts and deals with God knows what. God's knows what. They have been a, I won't say a thorn in our side, but more of a, a shame, a deep shame of the elves of Gargamel, that our kin could be twisted and changed so, but it nearly happened here. Again, Elrond was so learned. He should have known better. He should have been able to see through its malign intent.
It's very good at what it does. It is a manipulator. Don't feel too bad for him for that.
Just
It's
feel like he
very intelligent and it has been doing this for quite some time.
just find it hard to believe. He walks around the curtain and looks down at the body. You're a fool. You know that. The wool was pulled over your eyes, Helron. What these brave folk here tell me is the truth, and I have no reason not to believe them after everything that has come back. I just thought that maybe if we got away together that we would be okay.
And he still might be.
Huh? How?
It depends on how dedicated he is to his cause. Do you truly believe you can make him see reason or the error of his way? You're in love. I don't want to get in the way of that.
Would he listen?
That's the question you're going to have to ask yourself.
If he could do all of this behind my back without divulging anything to me, he hid this from me all this time.
Probably to
This was no
protect you.
small undertaking,
Oh no.
was it?
Planned meticulously with conspirators, many, you know, nodding to Jackson, his long ass list.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, he's gonna roll.
Initiative. Oh shit, get off.
I
Pulls a scalpel out.
I'm
I
trying to
can't
work,
let you understand.
I'm trying to work out what he would roll to make an assessment of someone, like an insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, insight to see if he would think that he could that he would be able to persuade. Like,
That's it. I don't think it's going to be a role. I think it's more you just kind of understand.
yeah,
What does he,
his
because
heart.
love is blind,
Yeah,
really is. Does he truly believe could he, can he rationalize it away? You know, he was trying to protect me or he didn't
yeah,
want me to get hurt by this knowledge sort of thing. You know,
yeah, yeah.
he would have told me eventually.
This is what he's dealing with in his head right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, absolutely. You know,
He's
it's a
tossing
thorny
those
thing.
things round in his head. Like, do I? He knows how powerful Hellron is,
Hmm.
and bringing him back would drive that would either be a continuation of his work, or he would have to have the force of will to be able to turn Hellron from the path that he had trodden.
Mm-hmm. I don't envy his choices.
Well, why don't we put him in the bag and you can worry about it like later and talk to the other people?
Take him back.
Yeah.
That means facing my judgment also.
Probably the only judgment that really matters to him.
Killian, no. You're holding a small cloud
Yes.
outside.
Yes.
Please make me a constitution saving throw as you lick it.
This thing.
Ah,
Do I know what it is?
It's a cloud.
With legs. Clouds don't have legs.
You can roll me an incredibly high nature check, and you might.
Okay.
yeah.
And then you'll have to roll.
If you lick it,
Of course I'm gonna bloody lick it.
That wasn't the question.
Right.
it's a
Ooh,
natural 20.
Yeah.
nice.
Do I know what this cloud is?
Yeah.
What's the number?
21. Do I know what this cloud is? So I got natural 20.
You know what? It's really weird. Killian, when
There was you thinking I couldn't do
when your stepfather
You had to think then, didn't
came into power
you? Yes.
and took over the Norn household,
Yes.
there were many nights before you left where you were restless.
Yes.
And despite drowning your feelings in croissants,
Yeah.
Some
Honey,
nights
sorry.
you would lay awake,
Not quite in a croissant cone.
tossing and turning and sweating, and
Indigestion.
you there was one particularly, I'm gonna be honest with you, weak of mind kobold servant.
That
Um,
one was probably my favourite.
her name is Bleenykin,
Definitely my favourite with a name like that.
and you were pacing the corridors at night,
Yeah.
and she told you about a method of maybe easing your troubles.
Yeah.
She said, try imagining counting sheep.
Yes.
And you did.
Yes.
But you're not really that familiar with sheep. You know the general idea.
I know lamb.
This is what you were counting.
Indeed.
You were one.
You're literally holding your own memories.
Am I literally holding something that I came up with?
No.
Okay.
This is
But it's a sheep with no face.
Yeah.
He's got little legs.
it's not this isn't one of yours. You don't feel like this is one of yours. You feel like this is one of many.
Okay.
The very concept of sheep to be counted.
Yeah.
That's just burn it with fire.
I lick it. Do I need to make a comment?
Yeah, you need to make a constitution saving throw.
I just need to make sure that it is what I think it is, so I lick it.
And it isn't candy floss.
Yeah. Can't believe I got that to it. That made me so happy getting that because you were like, unless you rolled a really good one. Ha ha!
Now you really want to also actually roll really high for different reasons.
This is now where I get really low.
You know what?
It's a 6.
That's
So
That's
that
pretty-
makes it a
7.
10.
You tuck a little cloud next to your head and you curl up on the floor,
Counting sheep.
snoring by the front door.
Yep. Killian one.
And you dream of candy floss with legs that you can just sort of take bites out of as they run by. But they're all wearing top hats.
This is where, we're going to come out and realize that Killian's just been chewing on this cloud, blood everywhere.
No, I imagine it just like this big pile of drool rather than the blood. It's just like, like when a dog has a chew toy that's like its favorite teddy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it just is like this manky by week 2, it has no eyeballs, the squeak has been torn out, and it's just like matted.
But the dog will not let go.
Yeah. I imagine that's what it's like. Yes.
That remind you of?
I will. Can I have some passive perceptions from Jax and Mr. Cobbler?
18.
Erwin.
Passive perception is 11, I think, for Jack.
Okay.
Yes, passive perception is 11.
My passive investigation is 20.
I'm gonna
Oh,
make-
I did it. I like the idea there's actually passive investigation. That's kind of weird, but cool.
Yeah, it's just for when you're not really looking, but you're sort of looking. You're just in the room, like these are the things I spot. You can get all of your abilities technically as passives. Passive constitution. Just what I can handle in terms of
That's just called
This is where you
indigestion.
go out. This is where you go out for a curry, yeah?
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
I was thinking more like, oh no, it's pollen season. Passive constitution, like I can survive pollen.
Just
No one can survive pollen.
Can I survive outside? Just stepping outside.
Okay.
Dealing with
Okay.
people.
Okay. We need to make a little roll here. Oh, we lost the dice. It's gone under there. Oh, it's not very good.
Was like a
That was a 4 on the dice. So this is not very good. So yeah.
oh god.
Are you right?
Yeah.
That is a 2 on the dice. That is amazingly crap rolls. Um,
Just in pain.
um, you hear movement in the room beyond.
Go, chill.
In
What, as
the,
in the reception room?
yeah, in the foyer. I'm gonna use that word because I like using that word.
Are you
As
telling
long as
me
it's
You
not an
mean
antechamber, we're
antechamber?
good.
in the antechamber?
I think it has to be a certain size and a certain number to become an antechamber. Every room.
It's an antechamber for this room, surely.
Yeah.
Don't encourage him.
I
Everything's an
will.
antechamber, this guy.
Mad with antechamber power.
I'm gonna let Erwin, assuming Erwin is moving, I will let him
Oh
go
yeah,
because
stealthily.
I want to keep an eye on pretend.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. There is as you move to the door, you are able to just about see from where you peek out.
Through the
Five
gap that I
individuals.
made.
Yeah, 5 individuals, like through the crack in the door frame that has come away. You can make out 5 individuals. Stepping into the room. They appear to be kind of like peering at the doorway and kind of like stepping over something in the doorway.
Oh. Do I not wake up?
They didn't
Shit.
wake you up, they stepped over you.
They're just like, this
And
is weird, and they just step over you.
so I don't wake up. I don't know they're there. Nothing.
No.
Soundo, you are
You can make a
sound
pass.
asleep.
Technically, you can make a passive perception at -5 is what you are while you're asleep.
And minus what?
Minus
Five.
five.
Uh,
So you know, so it's not a roll. It's what's your passive -5.
that would be a 6.
Yeah, you're asleep, mate.
That
You're
I,
that that
you are
that's how good you are at
soundo.
noticing stuff while asleep.
I. That's like me in real
So
life.
No,
so
yours
the
is
best
minus
one is
minus.
Erwin. Erwin is better at noticing stuff while he is asleep than we are ever.
Yeah, yeah. I'm 15.
Oh
I am a
no, well,
light
no.
ass.
So I'm on 11, so not quite. Maybe
I.
Charlie.
I'm on
Oh
like
no, that's -5. 15 is minus with 18 normally.
So 13. Yeah.
Yeah, 13. Sorry.
So yes, you are better
Maths.
at noticing stuff as
I'm
unconscious
not good
than
at maths, but you know.
Really good at my
you're better
character's
at
excellent at
noticing.
being not very asleep.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
what this actually says to me is we just let Erwin sleep and we just sleep as well because he's going to notice stuff before we do.
really.
That's pretty
No
much how it
one,
works.
We
no
just
one
don't
needs
have.
to do a watch, really.
Yeah, we got Erwin on our side. It's
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like our watches are less
I think
effective than
maybe it's
Erwin
just
being
that, like,
unconscious.
Erwin used to sleep really, really soundly until he met you folks, and
Yeah,
everything
I'm a
started
very light
going
sleeper now.
very, very wrong and weird and strange. And now he's in a place made of marshmallows.
It's not gone well for me.
I'm like Toby Dog. Half blind, going deaf. I'm like, nothing can get
Yeah.
get to me when I'm asleep.
Stepping into the room
Hmm.
is um several 4 individuals who are go away.
Well, I've just got here.
It's been no trying to peer at my because I can't DM screen her away. Nosy little face peering at the stat
I'm like,
blocks.
oh, as if I can read that.
Yeah, we can see the little picture. Might see the little picture.
How big is the picture?
Quite a big picture.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Um,
The text on the then, no way.
um, and you can see well, the leader of the party that walks into this room is a
The
be
leader.
armored individual. They wear a plate armor,
A bee armored.
a be armored, not be armored. We're not talking Celia here.
It's like a
the
bee.
armored individual with robes and cloaks that kind of trail out from beneath the plating and stuff. Their armor is of a dark hue, like a sort of graphite grey, with here and there like little symbols uh, of devotion upon the armor inscripted upon it. The four around are move in a jerky sort of manner, and they are identically attired. They wear, I don't know if you do you know what like old beekeeper masks were like?
Yeah.
They're like the
Yep.
bottom of a wicker basket, essentially, like woven round like this, and then with like long hoods and cloaks.
What is?
Do you not know what?
No. Oh,
Look at like 18th century beekeeping outfit.
sorry, you were saying that, and I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, have a look. It's quite
Quite a
a
look.
yeah, it's quite a style. Well, yeah, probably I think 18th century would that be right kind of dates, do you
Oh,
think?
yeah, yeah. I,
Like,
I'm surprisingly, I'm not really proficient with my beekeeping of the Middle Ages, essentially. Sorry,
it's
can't help you on that
probably
one.
because of the
Oh
shop.
my gosh, like that.
Yeah. That's what they look like. They're like a big white hoods that come right forwards, and then they're like a wicker basket.
I don't know,
Yep, yep. It's
like that.
horrifying. God, oh my God, Raiden and it's this bloody
It's like Raiden whose hat slipped down.
no, it's oh Christ, what's the movie called?
Wicker Man.
No, but yeah, maybe. No, Big Trouble in Little China.
Ah,
How could
yeah.
they even like see properly?
Because there's
It's
the
wicker. It's right
It's
close to your
wicker,
face.
it's
There's lots of
woven. When you
holes.
look through a basket, it's
The
woven
thing is,
loosely.
I'm looking at that and going, I'd have to take my glasses off to be able to deal with that,
There
and I
is
can't
there
see
is there is a medieval black metal band that all dress like that as well.
Okay, that is cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Can't remember the name.
It's that one with the smoker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
These don't have smokers. They do like have like a
Oh,
leather strap
it's an
across
incense thing,
them.
yeah. It's like yeah, like old-fashioned incense when you're wafting incense around, you know. Oh,
That's really.
you've
No,
got a bit out of focus.
that's yeah, because Bean's put the thing up. There
Oh, sorry, that's me. I broke it. There we
we
go.
go.
Of course it's me. I broke it.
Yeah,
Technology.
You leave
they
us to
walk
touch
into
it.
the space and start kind of spreading out. Like she kind of
Oh,
the
do they look
central,
like they're just spreading out because they're milling about, or are they spreading out because they're starting to look for
they're
things?
starting to look because I've seen this individual out the front. They went to check the lock and the lock was picked.
It,
That lock was picked so sodding well. It should look like it's unlocked.
yeah, that door wasn't picked.
I'm
It was
gonna make them
I
make
was
an
that was a
investigation.
20. That thing was
Okay,
good.
investigation. No, they
I mean,
they're
if they do it, I mean, I'm screwed because that was
they are aghast as to why they forgot to lock the door.
That's better.
that's more like it. That's not like me. How dare I?
And but they are concerned, and they start spreading these four start kind of spreading out from them, and the one the leader figure starts kind of walking forwards. You can see they are behelmeted up to over their face like this, and you can just see a slit of eyes and pale
I
skin.
will step out. Hello.
Who goes?
Ah, how are you doing? Apologies. This is a little awkward. The door wasn't locked.
She clicks, and the four.
Just whew, you're quite tall. I'm we are here with Pritan in Japan. He's well being reacquainted with his fallen lover.
We had an appointment.
we were his yes. Well, he turned up and proprietor wasn't here, so the door was unlocked. So we
He was early.
he is in a lot of pain and shock.
We were out to lunch.
Oh, again, I can only apologize. As I said, he's distraught.
We had pica de gallo.
Mm.
Why are you inside?
As I said, that door wasn't locked, and we decided to step inside and wait inside. But then, well, yes, a sudden amount of impropriety. We pretend
This
wanted to see the
door
wanted
is
to
broken.
what what?
This door is broken. What's the door that you went
Yeah,
through?
I know. Yeah, I'm looking like it's the first time. I was like, yes, it was like that when we got here. Of
Deception.
course, I'm lying. I'm lying for the entire thing. What am I rolling? Is
A
it
deception, please.
perception?
Deception.
Deception. Oh, goody. Do I have any luck points left? I might need them. I don't. So it's just a +5. Right.
Oh,
Right.
insight is charisma.
20. Unnatural 20.
Is insight charisma?
Charisma is insight is wisdom.
Insight is wisdom. Okay, cool.
Yeah, insight is wisdom. Deception is charisma.
Yeah. Something must have shifted. It was awfully expensive
Oh.
and inconvenient to retrofit these walls. We've never found the right spot for the sofa.
I can imagine. You'd have to have it custom molded to the shapes of the walls.
We spent the budget on the partition walls.
Oh. Do you take gold coin?
We do.
I'll pull out 30 gold coin. Just for the impropriety and apologies. As I said, well, Peter's quite distraught. We really should have persuaded him, been more persuasive, have him wait. For the I put it on the side, tighten out the bag and disappear it back into my clothes.
She just kind of makes a gesture with her head, and one of the beekeep mask things goes over, and
I take it off.
they're all gloved as well, like white gloved hands.
Yeah. I will go and collect my compatriots and we'll wait out here. Excuse me.
If they're already inside, then we are about ready to conduct
Well.
resurrection.
Oh, by the way, I'm not saying this quietly, so I'm hoping that the door was there and that people can hear. And
You know what our predictions are.
yeah,
the door is on its hinges. There's like Charles in there, like there's Bridget in there, like.
You've got a blind. It's all good.
Hopefully I'm hoping they're taking the cues from my lies and like.
I was planning on stuffing the.
No, Bridget's been crying, so it's like brilliant. It's great. Good to see that on his face.
I was going to poke the elf back in the bag.
You want to be doing that while that's going on
Yeah,
outside the
I'm
door?
saying, oh yes, it's okay, it's ready to go. So, and you're there stopping the guy back in the bag. You're not helping my life here, man.
Preaching. Did you start doing it, Jack?
Yeah,
Yeah. Preaching's like, is that? Can you be a little bit more gentle with
he
them?
did. He doesn't feel it.
But you have no you have no respect for them. Please, Charles, tell him.
Yeah.
Jackson, please be like a little. Do not have any ceremonies around when your folks from your clan die.
Um, it's normally in like big fights or hunts and things.
Yes, but what about those who are infirm and die? Home.
Um, they generally like leave.
So you have no ceremony for those who pass.
Um, not really.
You don't venerate your dead at all.
They're like they'll tell stories about people.
Well, Charlie's going to make a roll. Charlie's going to make a religion roll to see what he knows, if he knows anything
Rubbishiness.
of grimaciness. Yeah, 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 yeah. Grumnishness.
Nish, 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 nish.
I think he's a
Look,
+5 is a Charlie on old religion. Wow. Oh yeah, it's a 24. Um,
I
he
kind
actually
of
knows
see it.
something about a religion.
I kind of see it like sort of inner wittiness of the once you reach the sort of the point where you can't
yeah,
hold your own weight.
you make the final pilgrimage type thing out into the wilderness, and
Yeah.
um, you know,
The old,
So they'll tell stories about them in their heyday, but they won't sort of highlight the fact they got old and weak.
drop dead.
um, he looks at you and he says, "The stories of your kind, of your creator, I suppose, born of one that never sleeps, and one so terribly wounded, might lead to a slight. I understand where you're coming from, Jackson, is what I'm trying to say. But please try to understand where he is coming from. They treat their dead far different. Just a little bit more care.
Um,
Let me help." And he'll sort of take the blanket that's from the table and he'll like sort of almost like begin to like before you just start legs in or like head in first and start shoving in, he almost like wraps the body in it while this conversation begins outside. And then we are ready for the resurrection. Would you like to lead the way if you've already been into the inner sanctum?
Oh, of course. I'll step in and get a- Peter, your the client, your proprietor's here. How are you feeling? And then I'm looking up at Jackson's like, what are you doing?
I think the body's probably in the bag by this point.
All right, fine. Okay, okay. Yeah, Peter, it's the proprietors are here. I
Oh, hello, Amanda. Hello.
I'll I'll do my best to fade into the background. Yep. Ooh, not my time now.
Celebrating, you have returned, and you have brought what I ask. the payment and the required object. Well, yeah, yes, I have, but decided that I've had a change of heart, a change of mind. These good folk have chased me across the plains to get here to be, to
I'm passed out in the doorway. I have no idea.
no to confront me to and have revealed to me what Helron had attended. They have also cast their magics and asked of his soul questions. There is one among you who can gather the power forces of undeath to you. Yes, that would be me. Ah, fascinating. A cleric of Melora whom dabbles with necromancy. Well, I don't really like doing it all that much. It's kind of a little bit awkward, and I don't like that claggy feeling it gives you. I love the clag. Really? Maybe you'll just get used to it after a time. There is a certain taste about it. So, what does this mean, Britain? Well, that I think that I may not go ahead with it. Ah, now, that is where we may have a problem. A deal made is a deal made. Well, I would like to rescind my part of the bargain. I have gathered magic and my minions here to perform a service for you. And now, what?
You don't need to.
It takes a great deal of time and summoning to make something of this. Well, look here. How about we forget all this happened and I could just maybe leave you with this? And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out um, a small bag and unfolds this little drawstring bag, and inside is a glittering diamond.
Ooh, yep. The material component of resurrection.
Yeah. And you would leave this with us. I don't. I know it has monetary value, but it probably has more value to you. Does it not? Where is the body?
It's in the bag.
Oh, you wish to take it back with you?
Well,
Gone.
well, we like asked it some questions and we've got some answers, and we probably need to go back and have a chat with the Elfie people. Um,
So for the diamond, you which I rescind by bargain,
you could just owe him a raising at some point.
and the corpse. Seems like a good deal. Moves over, takes, kind of commands one of the things with the beekeeper master come and take the diamond, and Preeting kind of cowers away from them as they kind of jerkily move over and take the diamond. Great doing business with you. Should you ever need to be undead again, do stop by.
Not getting any of that.
Oh,
It's too quiet for your mic to pick
um,
up, I don't think.
he said, should you ever need to be undead again, please stop by.
Yeah, and then you started whispering.
Um, and she says, I believe you may have left your pet at the door.
Oh, we'll make sure that they are out
How?
of your hair.
Not a very good guard
You
dog.
mean Sapat, Draco, or Barry, or Tango?
Sorry, I don't know those names.
I think
Um,
it's Killian. I'll go check on our friend. And I awkwardly leave the room and very rapidly run over and give Killian a kick in the head. A gentle tap at the back of the head, but a kick in the head nonetheless.
Make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage as you're getting kicked in the head.
Gently, gently.
You know,
you're a cobbler. You have
I,
hobnail boots.
no, I have pristine kid leather, small, beautiful ruins because of this bloody travelling in deserts that wasn't
I thought
designed
you
for.
had like magic
Yeah.
so
boots.
I also have those. I took those off because they were very warm.
Yes.
Wool-lined snow boots are not good in the desert.
Yes.
Yeah, 7.
I still have them. They're in a bag.
You kick his head, and it
Wait, did you
lolls.
say with advantage?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
you're getting kicked in the head.
23.
You come to, you kind of like feel your head rock, and you know when you do that thing when you're asleep and you fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that, and you kind of come to. You look up.
Am I still clutching the little?
Yeah, but you kind of there's a big like string of dragonborn drool like connecting your mouth to this
But
fluffy cushion.
is it iced up?
Oh yeah, does it freeze when you breathe out at night? Like it's like you have to snap it off the pillow.
Oh, yeah, I love it though.
I don't actually know. Never thought about it.
Like you
Believe
wake
it
up
or
and the
not.
room is like filled with like dry ice.
Believe it or not something I've thought about.
Well, you start thinking about those practicalities of being a white dragon.
I ain't dealing with you. You guys sit in time out.
Yeah, what you see you see Erwin looking down at you, and he's just kind of like peering at you, and the door open behind you.
Do I kind of peer around at Erwin and see?
Comfortable?
I just shove the cloud in his face and I go, I licked it.
I smile and go, Of course he did.
Yeah,
Like it's the most normal thing in the world. Of course
he
he
like
did.
he holds it towards you, and then it's like a little piece of cloud, and then four legs just go. And goes
Yeah. It's going nowhere near me. I will kill it. I'm not even joking. If it goes anywhere near me, it's going to be roll initiative. After the mushroom, that's not going anywhere near me.
The hamster mushroom. I love how that still gives you nightmares, John.
Oh, I'm glad you love it. I'm happy. I'm
You
happy
know
for
who
you.
you have to blame for that?
You.
No,
No, it's you.
no. I merely received a stat block. Do you know who
It's going to
pushed
be
that stat
Luke.
block to me? Yeah, Luke.
It's going to be Luke. Of course, it's going to be Luke.
Yeah, it's Luke. And but the thing is, we kind of also were responsible because we bought him a subscription to this thing called Tiny Folio, I think it's called. So like, yeah, it was kind of like, yeah, it's all of us. It's,
You know,
yeah.
it is our fault, and we know that. But at the same time,
Yeah.
it's just like,
I think that's somewhat words. Unapologetic. I love that. Like, yeah, well, I know we did that to you, but in our defense, we've got no defense.
Quite
We take
amazing.
5, please.
Sorry?
We take 5.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Let's have 5 minutes break. Of course.
Okay, cool.
Give it a pause. Well, Britain, pleasure doing business with you. Yes. Um, Jackson and Charles. Shall we leave Amanda to their business?
Yeah, I think we're done here. You know your way back now, right?
Me?
Yeah, you had your map.
Well, yeah. There's ways back from here. Yes. Um. There's a short way, and he kind of gestures at Amanda that way.
So is a resurrection worth of like getting home magic?
It's a way to do it from here.
No, I was asking Amanda.
I can use my magics to bring you back to the plane that you are from. From this in-between place.
Now, just a quick question, because the last wizard person wasn't a very good shot. Are you a good shot?
Like shooting fish in a barrel.
So, like, you won't miss by half a continent. So, is like not resurrecting someone worth sending us back instead?
It is the same process.
I don't know, like literally this what's Kikanzak's lady called?
Litiana.
Yeah. So like Litiana thingy did this sort of thing and we all appeared in a poof and like and is that what you're gonna do?
That sounds like a teleportation. No,
How is it different? We start here and we end up there. That's like the same thing.
I will separate your soul from your body. Hurl it through the multiverse to the material plane, where matter shall constitute around your naked soul.
That doesn't sound like what the Litiana lady did.
As I said, they have different spells.
That doesn't sound fun. And like, what happens to our stuff?
It is a thing that the state you believe. How am I going to describe this?
I don't know.
The moment that you are departed from this, your essence is retained. That snapshot in time is sent forwards to reform everything that you were.
Okay, and then I'm going to turn to Preacher and be like, so what's the long way? Because that does not sound fun.
There is a ship that sails.
You know they sink, right?
Well, not this one. It more crashes.
Yeah, and then they sink.
Just sort of, I guess, would fall, not sink.
Let's go have a chat with the ship person. We might be back.
This is
Oh,
Jackson's irrational fear of ships now, like getting even more like ingrained
It was
within his.
we might be back. It's like,
well, I'm gonna have a chat with them and see what their plan is,
See
and
which one you
decide.
trust more. Do I want my soul separated from my body and hurtle through the multiverse, or do I get on a boat?
one unsettles me the least.
Yeah.
Like, that's genuinely how it feels hearing you say that, Matt. Sorry.
That's what's going. You know, Jax doesn't like either of these plans.
He's not happy with his choices.
Jackson and Charlie and Preetin make their way to the door where they
Yeah.
find a slowly rousing Killian with a Erwin looking down at them, and Killian seems to
Oh,
have.
I'm paying more attention to a cloud that has legs.
Holding the cloud in front of her when like
Ah, and Owen's about 5 feet away from it.
Yeah, you just step back from the thing. Yeah.
I am not near it.
Owen's noped out of there. Like, nope.
Yeah. It's like I have a bad history with things that aren't normal. Killian, you can keep it.
Okay. Tuck it under my
Mhm. And you leave Amanda's assisted undying.
Imagine I've tucked it under my arm and it's like 2 legs are here and then 2 legs are back here.
It just does that. Boop, 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 boop. When you begin to walk, it does that. You know, when you take the dogs in the swimming pool,
And then,
Yep.
but they're above the water.
yeah, they already start.
Yeah. Yeah. So you come to the crossroads.
How do you constantly find what stranger and stranger things, Killian? I really don't know.
But do they taste nice?
Of course, Killian
What did
licked
it
it.
taste like when you tasted the cloud?
That's what I was going to ask you.
No, I'm asking you. I like you to tell me what it tastes like when you kind of went licked it and then kind of went.
I would imagine if it's something that Killian found comforting, like you know when you have like those comfort smells that just make you go
Yeah, what's Killian's comfort smell?
baked goods.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking.
And
See.
no one's surprised.
Like, but not just baked goods. It was like, when you walk into someone's kitchen and they've got like cakes and bread and something else on the
This
go.
it's Mama Oost's. It's
It is.
Mama Oost's kitchen.
It's Mama's kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I can smell. But then there's a slight like, if I say coolness to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, to me, like, you know what I thought of if it was Charlie?
Oh,
Charlie's would be like a nice cup of chamomile.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I'm
of
down
course
for that. Sounds nice.
it would. It's Charles.
Yeah. You come to your crossroads. You can see somewhere or some way off the religion peddler chatting away to another group of folk who are uh,
Getting a new perspective on life.
yeah, enthralled and sort of listening to his tales, and then you suddenly hear he starts cranking the handle, and you sort of hear the music start winding up, and you can see the doors unfold, and they kind of stare
Is it
in.
the same show as like Irwin got?
Different music. You can't see the show itself. It's turned away from you, the machine. But the music is definitely different. You can immediately recognize it's not the same song.
Nautical sea shanty thing going
Yeah,
on.
sea shanty with a kind of touch of Pirates of the Caribbean, as the guy standing on the prow of the ship fighting the. Yeah, this is much more sort of Land of the Rohirrim, sort of marching across plains, and battles, clash of symbols to represent swords and that kind of stuff. That's what you get from the back of it. So on the crossroads, you can see the crossroads lead north, or you can see that you have the Hat House also.
Well, which way is your boat?
To the north, yes, to the north. If we head that way,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be
Well,
long. We-
that's
We'll have to cross over it's on another island, but we can make it.
Well, lead the way.
Sure. I'm just going to hold on because Killian knows about the magical hat. I want to know if they want to investigate the magical hat. Killian, do you want to investigate the magical hat? Okay. Killian would like to investigate the magical hat house. Um, he suggests to you that you would like to go
oh,
over.
if it's a suggestion, the answer is no. If she just walks off, the answer is yes. There's a big difference between the two.
Yeah, I imagine Killian would
But
just
it is Killian, so this won't be a suggestion.
no. It will
This
be
will
on
be, I'm going over here.
yeah.
We're
Killian
going
would
over
be saying
here.
to you, Killian, that's the wrong
Hey,
way.
I'm surprised she doesn't have an Irwin under one arm and a cloud creature under the other.
And she just
Because there would be
boop,
damage. There
as
would be
soon as
damage.
Erwin starts complaining, it just boops them together and makes him sleep. It's like
The booping would be my blaze doing this.
slicing into dragonborn flesh.
No, 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 Cloud.
Oh, it's like
Absolutely.
just
Anything you get boot.
cutting its
Only thing
orifice
you're doing is making shiitake.
sashimi.
Sashimi out of a cloud.
Oh, that tastes like chamomile. I'm not sure.
And yeah.
Even Bean from the other room went, ah, that's a suggested sashimi chamomile. That was not the
It's a weird. That must be. You gotta admit, it's gonna be weird.
yeah. Kind of like, have you ever seen that stuff aerogel?
Oh yes, it's amazing stuff.
Yeah, like I imagine it like that, like so light and fluffy, but just with like the kind of
It's really brittle, aerogel.
yeah, like what's it called? It's like the inside of an arrow, like literally like that, but like I know it's
Mhm.
a high tech structure, isn't it?
It's incredibly dry.
Mm.
It's like the driest thing you've ever touched. and breaks like no pressure on it. You do if you like press on it, it just immediately snaps. And it looks, once it snaps, there's like a sheen to it. You think it's going to feel like jelly. It looks like it's going to be wet or jelly-like or spongy, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's constantly dry, 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 dry. It's also incredibly hydrophilic, so any moisture and it ruins it. It's desperate for moisture.
Yeah. I saw like a little clip of Neil tries to grass on had some on one of his little podcasty things.
Yep, you can buy it. Small little cube of it. You can buy it. About 100 quid, $100. Not even that expensive.
What for? What is its purpose?
To have, like your wall of pictures and my collection of crap
Yeah.
up here. To have. That is why you'd have it.
Yeah.
Sorry, probably needed a wee.
Yeah, Killian.
Yeah.
How do you approach this house? That is a hat with hats inside.
And the magical hat's in the window of the hat house.
The
Is it a
hat-
hat house or a hat shop? Like a milliner's? Like, what are we?
It looks like a business.
Looks like a business.
Yeah.
I go up and I put my snout against the glass of where the magic hat is.
The hat isn't there.
What do you mean the hat isn't there? It was there a minute ago.
It was.
It's now not. It's a shop.
Damn, this business is good. The thing's just flying out.
Is the
Is the door to the shop open?
yes? Is
The door
shop
is
open?
actually physically shut.
Is it open though?
You can look in. You can see a counter.
Is the shop open? If I was to push the door, would the door open?
The door would open.
That's what I was asking. Is it open for business?
Well, as
I wonder. I love how wonderfully evasive he's being.
As
I
I
know.
was trying to describe to you through the window, what you see is you see all the things that would be in a hat shop: hats, a counter, a place to serve. You see measuring tape. You see chalk. You see material. You do not see, however, a proprietor.
I don't give a shit about that. Is it open?
Yeah, the door opens.
I go in.
Cool.
Where's the magic hat? Did I see it anywhere?
There's lots of hats.
Where's the magic hat?
You can't make it out immediately. You didn't get close enough. Like you just saw the kind of magical glide.
Do I see it anywhere?
You don't, not immediately.
I will do magic check then.
Okay.
Wow, Jax, I've
Yeah.
never. What's wrong with Killian? What's up with Killian?
I don't know. Maybe they want a hat. Maybe their head's warm.
I look up at you, incredulous at that statement. I wander into the shop,
It is.
mostly wondering what's going on with Killian. It's like I've seen Killian being like direct,
Yeah.
not for like to like a bakery or a soup kitchen, not a haberdashery, and basically a hat shop.
Yeah. A million.
This is new. This is new.
Yeah. You're gonna pop a detect magic.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna
You
pop a
pop a
detect magic. I love that.
You should have 2 slots because you've done it twice.
There you go.
Yeah. You pop a detect magic, and immediately there is 2 hats that begin to play. There are also like, as you look around this place, they are fine hats, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, the 2 magic hats that start to
Yeah.
wow, 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 wow. What do they look like?
One is a purple felt number, a bit like a Robin Hood style kind of peak with a feather, a green.
I was going to
feather,
say what colour's feather. Okay.
purple
And the other
green.
one?
The other one is like it's like a top hat, but it's quite tall.
Oh, cool.
Maybe sort of near on about 12 inches tall, but it's got like a Slightly curved out brim. You know, like the hat Tom Hardy wears in Taboo?
Yes.
A bit like that.
Okay, cool. So, with that knowledge,
With hat the style knowledge.
yeah. Knowing that these two are wow,
Techno
my
hats, yeah.
magicy thing.
Yeah.
Can I do that one? To detect what kind of magic? Can I investigate what kind of magic each has?
Yeah, I suppose so. So you're going to go and pick them up from the shelves that they're on.
Oh, I have to touch them to do it, don't I?
Well, that would be the best one.
You identifying?
No, she just wants to make an Arcana check, so you need to really do identified.
You should. I'm pretty sure that detect magic will give you the school of magics they are. If you read the bottom half of the detect magic thing.
I will tell you if he does.
I will have a look because I read it. Learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay.
I'll
One of
skip through
them.
that last.
Oh,
It's because
didn't turn it on the wall.
you didn't do that.
Purple green hat illusion,
Yeah.
and
Top hat.
top hat.
Top cat. Oh, top cat. That's when we need to show how.
Not really. Is
Evocation.
I don't know. It's hard to. It's
Hats.
I don't know what school of magic it would be from.
Put it on and find out.
Yay!
No.
Put a
What's
boat
the
on
worst that
find
can
it.
happen?
Put it on the cloud.
That's actually hilarious.
Conjuration.
Conjuration.
You what?
Conjuration.
Put it on the
Okay.
cloud.
So, is there a price tag on these hats?
No. What are you doing in this place?
Is there a bell on the counter?
There is.
Gonna go over and just ding, 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 on the bell, please.
Yes, you do so. It rings out hollow in this space.
Does anybody come?
No.
Maybe they're also out to lunch.
I would. Are there any prices on any of the hats in this shop?
No, this kind of level of hat shop is a bit like when you went to Trellises. It's a price on being fitted.
Oh, what a dick. Okay. Really hate that guy, Pete, by the way.
I know.
Really.
But he really did make a nice costume for Janice, so he looked sweet in that little pink dress.
He did. Oh. Is there anyway? Okay, sod it. Can I put the purple hat? Wait, who's with me in the shop?
I am.
Oh, in Cloud.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. What do you do?
Is Jack, sir?
Jax is outside with Pretend and Charlie, I believe.
No, yeah, Charlie's outside. He hasn't spoken. Yeah.
Okay. So can I get the purple hat down, please?
Yes.
Can I put it on Owen?
I knew that was happening. I knew that was coming.
Owen, do you allow this to happen or do you dodge the hell out of the way?
I'm going to make you roll an attack.
What am I doing?
Unarmed attack, I guess?
Yeah, no, no, attack.
Or do you want to do it like
A grapple.
a grapple would be better, maybe? Like
Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever the GM decides, I'm happy.
athletics versus your acrobatics. Then.
So it's Killian's athletics and John's acrobatics or athletics, his choice.
It's going to be athletics.
Athletics.
He's not a
No.
strong boy. He's
Yeah.
a
Acrobatics.
boy.
No,
Well,
it's weirdly it's athletics. Can I get it one?
You may have read
My
why.
athletics is 7 plus. My acrobatics is 4 plus.
I would read why you've got advantage because that may be like I think that comes from one of your feats.
Yeah, it's the grapple. Yeah, escape from being grappled. So it does give me advantage on this thing, on this very thing.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, go for it. Roll it.
22.
23.
Oh,
No. Okay, I got a hat on my head.
the hat is on his head.
Does the hat fit him?
It changes and fits him perfectly.
Okay. Now, while I've got him there,
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hello, hey. What are you doing? Help!
he said,
Killian! Charles will come in like hearing help, like,
perfect.
Killian, what are
Thank
you
you.
doing?
I get the other hat, put it on Charles.
Okay, let's have it again. Oh,
Hello, one. He's literally run into the hat. Dunk.
So that would be a 25, Peter. What would yours be?
literally ran into the hat.
he goes,
What?
"Dunk." That's
Dunk.
got
You literally came in like this and Killian's holding it like that and you're like...
Dunk.
Yeah, and it shrinks and fits, but Charles.
Perfect. So, with my random...
Test subjects, victims.
Yes. And my really weird knowledge of having to have things fitted and stuff in the past. Would I know roughly how much hats would cost? Not so much magic hats, but just hats in general.
Yeah, these hats would be maybe a couple of gold pieces. The quality and the fabric, maybe up to 5 gold pieces. Some of these hats there, especially the one with the feather.
Okay, cool. So, say if I gave like 10 gold pieces for each hat,
Okay.
would that be acceptable?
I think you would be
payment?
paying over the odds there, but
That's fine, I don't care. Okay, what about like 12 for both of them?
that wouldn't be bad. But you know, you're scooting the edges there.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll put 15 gold pieces on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Say, and I write a little note. I'm assuming that I have pen and paper
Yeah.
of some sort. Even if I just pluck one of Charles's feathers and kind of go,
Oh, Killian! Now I've got this damn hat on, and
then I poke him with it to get some blood. You know, it's that kind of thing. If I don't have ink.
What's wrong with this person?
in hell,
But
where
you know what I mean? When I'm like,
Yeah. Okay.
so I write a note and go, bought 2 hats. Thanks. Kills.
Kill.
Just kills.
Okay.
And then I draw a rough.
Is it got XOXO kills?
No, it's just kills, and then I draw 2 very bad, not intentionally bad, but I imagine Killian isn't the artistic type. I draw 2 rough
No,
pictures.
Killian's this psychotic type who puts magical hats on her friends.
No, I realise this, but your intention is whatever is going to happen, you want to find a way to leave a note for this.
Yeah.
This.
So I'm not stealing them.
The milliner.
Yeah. I'm not stealing them. purchasing them,
Hmm.
but just without the shopkeeper there.
Okay.
I'm paying for them. They're there.
Yeah, sure.
So it's more for Killian's conscience than anything else. He's like,
Hmm.
I want to steal from the other guards, steal stuff.
Yeah.
From
What about yourself?
what about me?
Are you getting a hat?
Oh, these aren't for Charles and Erwin.
Okay.
They were
They're
just
just we're test subjects.
subjects.
Oh, I see. Okay, but you don't fancy yourself a non-magic.
I didn't look at the other.
I mean, there's loads. There's top hats. There's little bowlers. There's trilbies. I mean, it's well stocked.
No, I just want these two.
Okay, cool. Yeah, perfect.
Just draw little pictures of the hats on the note and put the note down and the coins in like a pile next to it.
Yeah.
And then Charles's feather next to that.
Cool.
Just to say, there we go.
Owen,
Is
Sorry, Owen.
you know, carry on. Is
you have like an itch.
yes, speak up.
You have an itch underneath your hat. Look, it's upon your head.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get my hands free so I can take this hat off. We're in a world, magical world where people literally peddle faith, and I use to stuff the hat on my head. I am literally struggling to free myself, to relieve myself of hat. The itching only makes me want to get rid of it faster.
You release Owen, so that yeah, you are released.
Good. Then the hat is literally going off my head.
Oh, yeah.
Slapped off my head.
You hope. You hope.
Yeah.
You feel a pinch as you try and
Oh. Ah. Grab it by the. What is it? What type of hat is it? Top hat?
This is like the Robin Hood type. I don't know what you call it. So I could kind of look with a little thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, robber's peak sort of thing.
Yeah.
Grab it by the front. Grab it by the front and kind of like try and peel it off.
You feel like stabbing into your forehead. You can
Ah!
see that way.
Ah! This thing's attached.
What do you? Yeah. Yeah. Killian, what have you done?
Can I try and take the hats off their heads?
Yes.
Does that help?
As you do, you start pulling away, and you start trying to look under the hat as you do so. You can see just little chitinous legs, like crab-like legs, are gripping onto their foreheads and wherever you try and pull it from.
To say murderous intent on my face, Killian, it would be an understatement.
Love you.
Uh-huh. And I, as John, I love playing with you. I love this whole thing. But we're not so much.
I love you. I'm sorry. So do I know what it is?
You can't really get a good look at it, but the closest thing that you've seen is like a crab. You can just see kind of like
Giving you crab-like vibes.
yeah,
Okay, so
inflated legs.
Killian's
but like,
given Erwin and Charles crabs.
That's what, yes, but also
I get like a gold coin out and kind of put it near where the crab legs are. Does
You're
anything
trying to
happen?
pay the crab.
Yeah, I'm trying to bribe them. Does anything happen? Okay.
You can't bribe crabs with gold.
Okay, you just wait. You just wait.
You not seen Moana?
Exactly. I'm shiny. Have you not seen?
No, I've not seen Moana.
Right, I need to introduce you to Moana. It's great.
Just anything now. Killian just offers a gold piece.
Wait. Just wait. So I have.
I don't know what. Just this image of like them lifting a top hat off of Owen's head. Owen glaring with such vehement annoyance, and you just like going, huh? Huh? Like a crab.
Here, I have an orange crisp. Can I offer it an orange crisp?
Are you trying to?
Can I offer the crab an orange crisp?
There's nothing stopping you.
Does it work?
But what is the intention?
To get it off Owen's head.
Make me an animal.
Trying to bribe it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Animal head.
Food for yeah.
Ah, hell yeah! Roll from a 19 to a 3, so that would make 4.
No, crisps don't seem to be the thing.
Okay, you ready? I'm not done yet.
Killian, will you get this thing off of my head? It is stinging. Owen, I think, is even bleeding a little.
How about some jelly?
Oh, I'm yanking away like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
off my head.
Every time you do, it's like sticking. It's like a hell. It's like a sore torture device.
I got like a purple psychic dagger, and I'm contemplating how to get this in between.
Without scalp.
I'm looking for a mirror. It's like
Yeah.
I got a hold of the piece like this. I'm yanking it up. I've got a knife in my hand. I'm looking for a mirror.
Yeah.
You get a slight twitch from that, like the claw comes out and then comes back in.
Okay, now, what about the precious? I'll pull out a croissant. I tear a bit off. I'll kiss it for good luck. And
Absolutely zero reaction.
okay, that's
They're
fine.
heathens.
What about cheese? Does that work?
You just go through your inventory.
Pretty much. What about cheese?
This is where you get to the point in click adventure and you're not sure which item goes with which, and you're just literally dropping it on the screen.
Combine it with
This is what
everything.
Killian would do, though. Killian would
Like
just
when
go,
you,
right.
I don't know, did you ever, any of you ever play the Discworld one?
Oh yeah, I love that game.
Do you remember how random it was? Like it was,
It had a logic to it. It's just the logic made very little sense to any human
like
being.
Day of the Tentacle as well. That was
Amazing.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Amazing game, wasn't it?
Does the cheese work?
No, cheese doesn't work.
Okay, what about some aromatic leaves?
No.
What are you guys doing?
Button
I'm being attacked by a hat.
Come here.
Owen, stay still!
I literally run out of the shop now and go up to Jackson. Get this thing off of me!
But a mushroom with legs.
No.
Would that work? Okay. So.
Owen stands in front. I'm going to stop your rambling until you start thinking and stop just choosing random items.
No, I know the next thing I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to try and take Owen's hat off.
Okay. Strength, athletics check. With advantage because Owen is pulling away.
Well, he just said I want to take this hat off, so I was going to.
Try and put it.
Yeah,
You said I was going to try and take it off.
Yeah.
I'll just be like this.
26.
26. You pull and you pull and you pull, and Owen, you take 5 piercing damage. It comes away.
This thing's alive! It's sticking to my skull!
And as you pull the hat off, you look inside and you can just see like the.
Oh my gosh, is it like a little hermit crab in a hat?
Yes.
Owen might take some bludgeoning damage. I'm going to squash it on his head.
Roll it. Roll your damage.
What are you gonna?
I was not expecting that, so yeah, it will lump me.
Oh no, the hat comes away. The hat comes away.
Oh.
You pulled it off. Sorry, you pull off the hat. It comes off of Owen's head, scratching up his head.
What the? So, and there's a funny little crab thing inside.
Yeah, you can just see like literally like the underside of a crab, like this, like inside the hat.
What? Why are you wearing a crab?
Oh, Killian stuffed it on my head.
I'll give you the hat back.
How did you get it off, Jackson?
Yeah.
How did you get it off?
Come here.
Oh.
And I come running out and I'm like, wait, I know what will work. I've got
I throw the hat at you.
You're
I,
tempting me.
I literally frisbee the thing at you.
What, Killian?
Yeah, do right.
Oh, make me an attack roll.
Unarmed strike.
I frisbee it at you.
No, you could use your dagger. I'll let you like because I know you're not proficient, but you can. Yeah,
Yeah, okay,
Can
no,
you do anything
it's an attack roll against your AC.
to
You
like
trying to
try and catch it or anything?
Well, 22.
hit your AC?
I'm a really good shot, and it's quite close range.
Yeah. Fuck that.
You have a rather whimsical hat on your head.
No, GM. I would not have.
Well,
No.
yeah, but if you throw it at them, this is where it like sort of latches on and sort of catches.
I took a face hugger hat.
Killian with
What
that
is your
one, I really
intention, Owen?
Batter, your chest, thunk.
Well, yeah, so just
F you. You know, like, yeah.
you kind of catch it, and you get the glaring eyes and the thing. Please, Jackson, will you just? I will bear the pain.
Do you want them pulling off, or do you want me to do something else first?
What is the something else?
Squash it.
What is the something else?
Squash it.
Let's go for just a pull.
No one's any fun, are they?
I know, boring you are.
Owen
Yeah.
has seen Jack's fight, and a bop on the head from Jack's is not something Charlie.
Well, I got a natural 20, so 29.
Yeah, and Charles takes he takes exactly the same amount of damage. Yeah, as this hat peels away from the top of his head, and inside Jack's again, you see like this wiggling crab.
Um, is it like, does it have a face or a mouth? Or I mean, I'm kind of envisaging like a hermit crab thing deal.
Yeah, you can see like where it would bring in like little bits of food and stuff. You can see a mouth.
Um,
What possessed you, Killian, to do this?
Why did you insist that we wear hats?
No magical.
They hurt.
What do you mean they're magical? They got crabs inside.
I don't think the crabs are magical, but the hats are magical.
Oh,
Just
Don't say oh like that justifies what just happened.
gotta try and get the crabs.
I can understand the fascination with something magical, Owen, but
There's Killian walking along. You know where you're like, hey Google, how do you get rid of how do
crabs.
you do? And it's like literally Killian going, now how do you get rid of crabs?
There's
Um,
ointment.
I'm gonna take the top hat crab
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna like put it down on the floor, like pat it on the top and sort of go shoo, and let it wander off.
It does. It
I just paid for that.
it attempts to walk back to the shop.
Can I? I've literally just come out the shop, so can I grab it?
Yeah, pick
You're
it up.
mine. I bought you.
And just grab it like this.
Little legs.
I just like the idea of you going, no, you're mine. I bought you.
Yeah. I bloody paid for you. I'm keeping you, you bastard.
Crab soup.
I'm like, mine.
Sorry, say again, Jax.
Crab soup.
Is there a way that I can get the crabs out of the hats?
Quite possibly, yeah.
Can I use the tentacle rod?
Describe and remind me what magical powers the tentacle rod.
No, not magic powers. Not magic powers. Fish, octopus, tentacle powers.
Oh, you just literally want the octopus, which are a natural predator of a crab.
Yeah. Yeah.
I freaking love this idea.
It's a weird game we're playing.
Um, you have had a bad experience previously with your tentacle rod.
Mm-hmm.
And you shunned a creature that was trying to speak to you via it,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like a human mouth
Mm-hmm.
in between the three tentacles on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
What does the mouth look like now that's in the middle of this mouth?
I'm not gonna say what first came to my mind.
Probably wise.
I'm going to say a lamprey.
Oh, fun.
What's the lamprey?
The round, teethy, like the big.
Yes, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
That's
kind of
not
lower
what
it
my
in,
brain thought.
and as soon as you begin to bring the tentacles near, they're kind of like they're like statuesque.
Yeah.
You bring it near the crab, they go,
He's
so they spring to life with like hunger for dinner.
Yeah.
And yeah, you there's this awful sound as you lower.
Like, almost like plunger as well, like as it comes out like.
I know.
Oh, good. Well done. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sound
So
effect you got going on there.
are we basically saying this magical hat shop has like head crabs as security devices?
You know, instead of security tags, so it's like the plastic things pinned to the clothes. It's like there's security crabs in there. There's security hermit crabs in there.
They have head
Make that
crabs.
assumption if you wish. Yes. I will allow you to.
The tentacle.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when you're like unblocking your terrain. Like
I'm just gonna go put myself in timeout. I'm done now.
after some time, and there's a lot of like snapping of chitin and smashing of crab shell sounds, and sort of like a happy munching sound coming from the tentacle rod. The hats are empty.
Boom. Them bad boys. One is going. Yeah. One is going on my head, and one is going in my
Which one's going on your head?
the top.
The top hat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I'm
You'll
like,
have to attune to this, and
Yeah.
then you'll find out what it is.
Yeah.
So you need to take a long rest. You can't attune right
Yeah.
now.
but I'm gonna make a note of it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you have two hats: top hat and a Robin Hood hat.
Robin Hood
I
hat.
have forgotten how to work D&D Beyond for a second. How do I add it in?
You just do it on
Inventory, add item, custom item, magic top hat, magic.
I just do it in other possessions for now until you've got it. Set carriage return. Yeah, set. And then put. Okay. With top hats, you begin to proceed. I'm guessing leaving the hat shop unless anybody else wants a hat.
No, I'm good. I'm quite happy not having head crabs.
Oh, and do you want another hat?
Do I want another hat? No, I don't want a hat. I want to get back to the real world. This place is
I'm
crazy.
just making sure, I want players to have agency.
You're absolutely right. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't
I
want
just
a
want you
hat.
to go and get another hat.
I know you do. I'm good.
Like offering the carrot on the stick, so desperate. You want hats? No, I don't
Well,
want
my simple plan, my Jack's plan was just crunch.
Yeah, just go around and like whack-a-mole every single hat in the
No,
shop.
no, the ones that Erwin and Charles were wearing.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just gonna squash it onto the top of their heads.
Yeah.
Great. Permanent hat.
That would have been
Literally nailed to my head.
Yeah, deadly for the crab, but still really dangerous for Charles and Erwin.
Yeah.
To be honest, it would have done the same damage the crab pulling the crabs off did.
Oh,
Yeah.
You begin to follow Preetin as he travels north with Killian wearing rather interestingly. Do you stick it at an angle?
Jaunty angle? Absolutely.
The thing is, because it's like.
Or your fronds?
But then it kind of.
Oh, to the front slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Killian looking extra stylish. You begin to make your way
I have
north.
visions of it turning into, because it changes shape and size, that it turns into like the little fascinator size top hat thing on Killian's head.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be really cute. He's like, because it doesn't quite know how to adjust to a dragonborn head.
Yeah, it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, you
I end
begin
up just putting it on. No,
on your horn.
I just give up when it ends up being like this size. I'm like, fuck's sake.
It's just like a blunt, like a almost like a protective device on the end of one of the
I'm like,
horns. Yeah, you begin to make your way northerly through the strange land of Elysee. You manage to avert your eyes and not catch the gaze of the religion peddler. And that is where we're going to end our session today with two new hats in tow. You have the body of Helron and Shapar recovered without a combat.
In the bag.
You have an ally
literally,
of
we have the
sorts,
body in the bag.
an ally of sorts of the elf that you've been chasing all this time, in the form of Preeton and Shapar, and also have a route home back
Still
out.
don't trust him.
Crazy,
Yeah,
crazy.
no, nor do I. But at the same time, it's like, I-
You
yeah,
want the whole love thing to be a like sort of enough, and Jax is like, no.
no,
Love is not enough. There is a nice Nelson. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to close the meeting now. Thank you for playing.
Sure.
Been an absolute
yeah.
pleasure.
Sorry for not engaging in the hats.